Greetings, YouTube. You are staring at my rewards for Season 2 of Alliance War. And I have to say, I'm kind of surprised that these rewards came out so fast. It makes me wonder if there was no more sentencing in terms of piloting or collusion or whatever you want to call it for Kabam. I thought, kind of like Season 1, at the end, they'd send out a message and say, hey, we want to make sure that there was no quote-unquote funny business going on in alliances before we calculate rewards. But Kabam must have felt very strongly that if there was shadiness in the Alliance War season, and especially how the tiers ended, that they had already caught it. So I was quite surprised to wake up to the rewards already being sent out. And I'll talk about this more at the end of the video, but just looking at these, and as a reminder, if you don't know, I went from a Platinum Alliance to a Gold Alliance, which I have to say, yes, the rewards are not as good, but man, the stress and anxiety was so much better. When you're used to fighting enemies, especially 5 and 6 star champions that have an average PI of, 18,000 to 25,000, and then you go to a tier where the average PI is 10,000 to 15,000, it's just so much easier. And the easier the fights, at least for me, the less the stress. So we're going to claim these and just do a rewards opening. As a friendly reminder, we definitely want as much Tier 5 Basic. In fact, before we do an opening, it would behoove me to actually talk about what I need from these 6 best crystals in the game, because we are about 1.5, almost exactly 1.5, a little bit more than that, Tier 5 Basic in. Now, if I was to get really lucky in these 6 crystals and get the rest of the Tier 5 Basic needed to take my next 5-star to rank 5, I basically only have one option right now, because I don't have Starkey, as we all know. I'm 0 for 54 in trying for him since February. I would use it on Iceman, and I'm always curious if you think that Iceman should be someone that's worth rank 5ing. Comment below and let me know. Do you actually think Iceman would be better than Stark Spidey? I think the majority would say still be as patient as possible for Stark Spidey, but I mean, who knows? Right? Who knows at this point? Okay, so first thing we're going to do, as apparently we continue to have problems connecting to the network, but we're still here, is spin out this Tier 4 class catalyst. We shall see if we get off the network after this. But let's see. I tapped it, and it is saying it's having trouble connecting. So this is really thrilling to record this and see. You know what I'm going to do? I think I am going to, this is probably going to stop my recording, so I might have to splice a couple of clips together. Oh, never mind. I was patient. I was going to disconnect the Wi-Fi, but never mind. And the one class I didn't need was Tech. We're off to a great start. I now have 11 Techs. I really wanted Cosmic, believe it or not. I have very few Cosmic. But, man, all that work for a class catalyst I didn't need. If you're somebody who wonders if Kabam somehow knows what class you don't need and you get the 1 out of 6 worst luck, you are not alone. That has always been my experience. And maybe it's just me being paranoid, but I feel like the RNG knows. It knows what class you don't need. All right, here we go. This is why we played the game. This is all of the stress and anxiety, especially the last couple of wars where I was smack dab against a rank 4 awakened 5-star Infinity War Iron Man. We're going to spin out the first one, and then we're going to pop the next 5. That's just how this thing's going to go. All right. How many shards we got in this? 2,000. Okay, we'll take that. And 1,000 tier 5 basic. Ooh, it's pretty crappy, isn't it? All right. We need a lot of prayers and a lot of help in these 5. Come on, Kabam gods. So much stress and anxiety into Season 2 Alliance War. Please make it be worth it. All right, let's pop these 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on, tier 5. Ugh. 9,000 and about half of a tier 2 alpha. I gotta be honest, that's not great. I would imagine that there are going to be so many people from 6 crystals especially that got much better than me. I got an insane luck on my first ever Season War rewards opening where I got 2 fully formed T2 alphas for like 72,000 shards, and I think I got like, I don't know, 15, 16,000 of this, instead 9,000. So that means I guess I don't have to worry too much about rank 5ing my next 5-star because, well, we are still, I don't know how much short. Let's just take a look. Man, that's very disappointing. 8,500 short. We are close, but close doesn't count. So Iceman, even if I wanted to somehow be convinced, probably through a combination of comments and alcohol, to rank 5 you to my next 5-star, I couldn't do it. Well, this is also a reminder that buying the 10K basic for 6-star shards can actually get you more in terms of value on that as well. Well, gee, very disappointing. I do have almost my 7th tier 2 alpha catalyst. July 4th. Really praying I get a chance for another one of those out of a deal on that day. So in conclusion, was it worth it? Was it worth the stress and the anxiety and the pressure to stay in a tier that you really want to stay at for Season 2 of Alliance War? Not at all. Not at all. 60% of a 5-star, I can get that almost... Actually, I can get more than that every week in just the arena with no pressure whatsoever, by myself, just grinding away. I can get more 6-star shards just from the uncollected monthly quest. I sit here and I think about all of the drama and the stress of Alliance War seasons, and I don't think it's worth it, you know? I don't think it's worth it. But there are a lot of people out there who do, and certainly those of you in the Platinum and the Master rankings got far more and better rewards than I did, so I would love for you to comment below and tell me if you think it's worth it, because certainly the stress and the amount of units that you spend are far higher than me in Alliance War, but maybe it was worth it. I will say, for those alliances that have to spend the expectation of at least like 1,000 units per Alliance War, yeah, it's nice to rank 5 a 5-star, and I have a blade that's rank 5, and that's awesome. But I still do so much damage with rank 4 5-stars that I don't really notice a 8 to 10,000 unit difference between a rank 4 and a rank 5 anyways. And so if you don't have the materials to rank 5 that 5-star and have to keep him at rank 4, but instead you've got like the 8 to 10,000 units that you would normally spend on a season of Alliance War in your stash to use on potions and revives and boosts, something tells me that you might actually do a lot better in the game just saving the units for time that you need it, whether it be on Labyrinth of Legends or questing or whatever, than using them in Alliance War anyways. So that's my hot take in the video. Maybe some of you don't agree, but I don't know. I personally think that's true. Season 2. Now we just have 2 godforsaken weeks off before Season 3 kicks up, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not miserable in the alliance I'm in by any means. A lot of good people, but I have no motivation right now to play Alliance War. I'm done. I'm burnt out. The rewards aren't worth it, and I don't want to give Kabam my units. So That's how I'm feeling right now. Maybe it'll change, but right now, that's my state of the game. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I hope you had far, far better luck than I did.